Hi, I'm Phil, the My Way Chef. Today we're going to be making homemade lasagna my way. My way doesn't include ricotta. I find it too bland, but it does include my unique pink sauce. If you want to learn how to make my lasagna my way, keep watching. Next to pizza, I get more requests for my lasagna than any other dish. As I told you before, I use a unique pink sauce and I make my own pasta. Now, if you don't have time to make these two, I'll provide alternatives. Let's get started by making the pasta. Here are the ingredients. I have all-purpose flour, a little salt. I have semolina flour that I get from a distributor in Chicago that comes from Sicily. It's the best I've ever used. I've got beaten eggs here, and we're going to put them all in the processor here and get it going. So first I'll add the flour. The salt. The semolina. And I'm going to pulse that a few times to get it distributed. Now I'm going to run it. Well, it looks like it's balled up. I'm going to transfer it to my floured board. And I'm going to knead this a few times, roll it into a ball. I'm going to wrap it up in this saran wrap. And we're going to let it rest for 30 minutes. While the pasta is resting, I'm going to start boiling the water in this pasta pot. Strainer's already in it. If you don't have this pasta pot, you can use any strainer with any pot. The 30 minutes are up, and I've divided the pasta dough into 6 equally weighted sections. I'm going to take one now and start rolling it out into a pasta sheet. Okay, I'm going to squash this down by hand first. Put a little flour on it, top and bottom. And start rolling it out. Now I'm going to roll this out to 6 by 12 rectangle. If you go any wider than that, it gets a little too fragile. Okay, I just finished rolling out the last pasta sheet. I'm going to place it between these 2 pieces of parchment paper so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to explain the process of cooking the pasta for you. I got the 6 sheets here. I'm going to remove the top parchment paper, put it over here because we're going to use it later. I'm going to take the pasta, put it into the boiling salted water. Okay. After it cooks for 4 minutes, I'm going to take the whole pan, bring it over here to the counter, take the strainer out, put the pasta into the cold water, put the strainer back, put the pot back on the stove, take the pasta, lay it out flat here, dry it off, and then cut it to size. We're going to see this in action. pasta is done, let's prepare the stuffing. Now, I'm making a meat and cheese lasagna today. If you want to make a vegetarian one, leave the meat out and add any vegetables you want. Mushrooms, zucchini, peppers, whatever you like, put it. Here are the ingredients. I have ground turkey, and I've divided it into 3 parts because we're going to do 3 layers. I have whole milk mozzarella, grated pecorino cheese, and my pink sauce. Now the first thing we do is put sauce on the bottom of the pan. By the way, let me talk about my pink sauce, which is the star of this lasagna recipe. Okay? It's a combination of my marinara sauce and bechamel sauce with some vegetable juice in it. I've made these sauces in my video called Italian Sauces, which you can find in the link below. Now, if you don't have the time to make the marinara sauce, then I'm going to have some options for you in the recipe, okay? But I suggest strongly you make the bechamel sauce. It's only a few ingredients, doesn't take much time, and store-bought options for the bechamel sauce are far and few between. Fill this up. Okay. And we're going to layer the first layer of pasta in here. First layer. Okay, I've layered the cheese. I'm going to layer my ground meat now. Get my second sheet on. That's a pretty wide gap. I'm going to cut a piece here to fill up that gap. And I'm going to repeat the process of the layer. Now I'm going to do the top. I'm going to take this piece and fill in that gap. Pretty big gap. And on this layer we just put sauce. And sprinkle the final piece with some pecorino romano. Mamma mia, that looks beautiful. All we have to do now is cook it. It's going to take about 40 minutes, and you'll see the instructions in the recipe there. I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil now, and then I'll be back to try it. Hey, look at all this beauty. But I need your comments. I gotta know which one is prettier. The flowers, the lasagna, or me. But right now I'm gonna taste it anyway. I've said it before, it's delicious. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.